I was in charge.
What I would do?
Oh, it's probably one of the reasons I'm not in charge.
I'd crack the whip.
We have to do something. We can't stand in the 1800s.
I would keep the carbon tax.
I try to do my little bit in my own little environment every day.
If I was in charge, I have no idea what I'd do. I'm 16, so.
Where can you start? There's probably people out there with fabulous ideas that need to be given a little bit more power, I think, or capacity.
I'd sort of get things moving because we seem to be going backwards, not forwards at the moment.
What I would do is really a very straightforward proposition, and that is education.
Promoting awareness in people so that composting, recycling, lighting, all that sort of thing is just standard, that it shouldn't be seen as somewhat alternative.
Probably the thing I would do if I was in charge was to educate myself and to listen to what the scientists are doing and to take action on what they recommend. Because they're the experts, not the politicians, but the scientists.
I think we should just let it go through the cycle.
I feel like getting more people around the table and being less partisan about it and kind of not yelling at one another.
Try and get some consensus, and once we've got that, then we can see some real action being done.
There needs to be more international cooperation on it, and it's not happening. And the US is never going to get into it anyway, because they just don't care about anyone else. So, and they've got lots of oil, so stuff everyone really.
My recent thing is I want everybody to drive the most gas-guzzling car they can find so that we just get rid of all the fossil fuels sooner than later.
Don't get me started on fracking and all the rest of it, yeah.
The first thing I'd do is I'd build more railways and cut cars off the roads.
Yeah, alternative forms of transport like cycling. Even though I drive a car, but I'm also a vegetarian, vegan, so I think that balances things out a little bit.
I'd put in more hydroelectric schemes and more solar panels.
Invest in greener energy because the technology is there. It's existed for decades.
Use the sun, use the sea, use the warmth in the earth, and power the planet. It's not that hard.
I think it's like about making the local more normal for everybody. So like we can all do things at home to change it, but in the end, like it's the big companies that are doing the most damage, and it's about changing the way that they practice.
I don't think it's really fair to tax all the big companies, to be honest, because it's what they do. If there's demand, they're gonna do their business.
It's like taking the candy away from kids, and everyone, look at us, look at the lifestyle we live, right? The cafe latte, cakes and that, the cars, we live a fabulous life, right? You can't take it away from people, so, and to live like a Buddhist monk, it's unrealistic of people to, no politician could sell it.
I think it's everybody's responsibility to clean up after themselves.
I think if everyone does their bit, you start to see the effects, you really do.
I wouldn't want to be in charge of it all. I'd get a panel of intelligent people to run it.
I don't know, it's pretty complicated, isn't it?
See how it goes further, and we have to go with the time,
I'm sure God's got it worked out.